Oh, and you're recording too?
Well, I saw a camera, so I thought we better get up the camera too.
The prodigal son has been delivered.
Oh my Lord. Talk about a day.
Right?
For field day, I was supposed to meet up with Joe and Travis in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest for an off-grid adventure. But the transmission went out in the Subaru, and the extended repair process left me without the means to travel north. Fortunately, with a bit of shuttling about, I made it to Clam Lake with moments to spare. We're here. We're finally here. I'm finally here.
You're finally here. We've been
Usually,
here.
it's me who's not making it to field day.
Wait, hold on. Folks, if you don't know who this is Joe. He's been invited every year. He's like the cicada.
Yeah. It usually happens at the end of June is like the busiest time of year for me work-wise. So, but fortunately, all of our broods like lined up this year.
Yes.
Except for his. Long
Except
story
for mine.
short, it took some effort
Right.
to get him here.
A lot of efforts. But fortunately, the mosquitoes carried him here
Yes.
from Wausau.
They could not function without me, so special arrangements were made so that my
We
presence,
sent in SEAL team wives.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're not real happy with us. We'll be single by the end of the month.
according to my watch, we got 2 hours to put up antennas.
Well, we need to
So
get going then.
We need to get rolling.
Oh, that's plenty of time.
That's
plenty of time.
Plenty
We
of
got
time.
this.
So what do we got? We got the
B&W, we got a
B&W,
NFED, and we're going to do a vertical.
We're gonna do a vertical. So it's a little bit of everything here at Field Day, deep in the heart of the Chequamegon-Nicolet
Nicolet
National
National
Forest.
Oh, got him.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Got him.
Woo!
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Your head cam.
I got head cam.
We got the Michael head cam.
I kind of like head cam,
Yeah?
but I gotta. If I want to get anything on head cam, I gotta hold it like way up here.
Right.
All right. So. I'm looking at that branch right there.
I see it. That looks like a good choice.
Oh, not that one. That's
But he got it on the first
I got it
try,
on the
so
first
that's
throw.
one in, Joe.
That's a nice one.
That is.
Ah, yeah. That's a good one.
I don't know that one.
Whiskey 4, Sierra November Charlie, QRZ.
November 9er, Charlie, November Foxtrot.
November 9er, go ahead, sir.
November 9er, Charlie, November Foxtrot, 3 Alpha, Whiskey India.
I got November 9, Charlie, November Foxtrot. What is your designator again?
3 Alpha, Whiskey India.
3, I I got your 3 Alpha.
Whiskey India, Wisconsin.
I got your 3 Alpha, Whiskey India. Thank you so much. Please copy my 6 Alpha, North Carolina.
Roger, 6 Alpha in North Carolina.
Thank you, sir. Have a good field day. Whiskey 4, Sierra, November, Charlie.
It's about 5 o'clock on
It is
field.
5.
And we got, 100 contacts, 120?
103 voice and 15 digital.
Yeah, so we got about 120 contacts.
99 of those was Michael and 4.
You know,
I actually found a spot on 20 meters where I could park and bark.
Yeah.
the problem is that we ran into, and Joe, you had the same problem I did.
Just say, bless my heart.
Bless your heart.
Thank you.
He's sitting there spinning the dial. Every once in a while, he'd throw a call out. Once he even tried calling CTQ. You know what? I think part of it is it's field day. The bands are packed, and we're kind of in a compromised situation here with 3 antennas inside of what? 100 yards?
100 feet?
100 feet. 100 feet. I wish we had 100 yards.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have a second site,
We do have a
but
second
we don't have
site.
enough coax.
Well, the NFED's running through the second site.
It is. So I was really running into, I could not break the pile up. A few times they'd hear me, but it must have been weak. I checked every setting on the radio. I checked the antenna. I was running the B&W. The B&W was not in a really good setup.
No.
So at around 2:30, I pulled the pin, and I built a 15-meter dipole, and that did not work. So I was working 15 meters, and well, 15 meters is real up and down. The only thing I was really hearing was either Florida or Southern California.
Yeah.
A lot of 6s and a lot of 4s down in Florida. That was it on 15 meters.
That sounds about right for 15 for us.
Right, so that's probably a little too long for what I was doing there. I probably need to get a little more elevation or get out of the tree.
Yeah.
So we're going to say 15 is a lost cause.
For now. Maybe the bands will change and improve, and maybe we'll get a run on there. I've been on 20 meters all day, and 20 meters is a mess. 20 has been a mess for the last several months.
Because that's where everyone starts on field.
Everyone starts on and it's your money band.
It is.
But the problem is the propagation. We got a lot of deep fades, and everything is kind of swirly up and down. So you'd think you'd find an empty spot, and then all of a sudden another station comes in, and
Right.
I found an empty spot, and I was able to hold that for about an hour and hour and a half and make 100 contacts.
Right.
But half the time, I'm dealing with other people kind of coming in and out on the side, and it was a mess. But so I tend to agree.
So
And I was running digital purely, and I bounced between 40 and 10. I did try 15 as well when you gave up on 15, but it was the same game. I'd sit there and I'd be calling, and somebody'd come back and they'd be a +2, +3, and then they were gone.
Yeah.
And I did everything from 5 watts all the way up to 45, which for me, I don't go that high very often. And it just, either you were there or you weren't. And it wasn't a gradual change. It was...
Yeah. But that's kind of what the band has been. It's just really variable, up and down. Even with a single QSO, they'd be down and they'd be up, and it's just crazy. So but let's talk about what we're going to do tonight. So,
like I said, we're going to eat dinner.
We're going to eat dinner.
Right. And then we reconfigured the antennas a little bit. So the B&W, which is over Nya, is now Nya, and it's more out in the open.
Try to get it a little bit away from the camper. We hope that'll probably improve it a little bit.
The downside to that is now it's, 20 feet from the vertical portion of the NFED?
Oh, I wouldn't even say 20. It's probably closer than that. But so we have a plan, though. So I'm going to take 20 meters on the B&W. He's going to take 80 meters on the NFED. They're running perpendicular, and they're far enough apart.
And I'm going to go to the basement and do digital, so that'll give us a little more separation, less chance of some harmonics.
Since Travis has an 80-meter NFED half-wave, he's got the most wire in the air, so he's the perfect choice for 80 meters.
Right, absolutely.
And 20, I think 20 is going to be
your sweet spot.
Your sweet spot on that one. And then I've got the 43-foot vertical wire, so I'm going to go in the middle there with...
and 43 feet is like the sweet spot for 40 meters.
40 meters.
So that should be resonating real good.
It's just slightly longer than a quarter wave on the 40-meter band.
So the long and the short of it is hopefully round 2 will be more productive for you and I.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
as the sun starts to set, 80's going to wake up, it's going to go long.
Yep.
I'm going to be hitting all over the country with it.
Yeah, 20 will actually stay, on field day weekend, 20 will stay active significantly late into the evening.
Yep.
Probably right up until the end of the night, midnight.
Until we're
11,
ready to
12
go.
o'clock.
Until we're ready to go to bed.
Yeah. And 80 should start to perk up.
Yep.
Probably about 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yep.
And
I'll struggle until then, but
Yeah.
I'll pick some out. I'll do some pecking. I might even actually call on voice. We'll see. I know, right?
And right now, 40 meters is going to be strong now until midnight
Or later.
or later.
Yeah.
Depending.
40 could probably go all night, depending on
It
how
might.
things
It
go.
might.
Yep.
It depends.
80
on,
will go all night.
Yeah,
80 will go as late as I want to stay up.
Yeah.
Or until I run out of
exactly.
battery, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
So the question is, what's going to run out of battery first? The computer, the radio, or the operator?
Probably the operator, especially
Yeah, after a couple of these cocktails, they may
Yeah.
all be simultaneously.
I think we need to, but I think we're almost to the point where we need to eat a little bit of dinner.
And the Instapot just beeped before we started recording, so it's resting. It's the 2 very big fresh roasts from a cow I bought 2 weeks ago are in there. They should just fall apart after 90 minutes, and we're gonna have some shredded beef sandwiches because
hot Italian beef.
how's it feel? No, it's falling apart.
Okay.
November 9, Charlie, November Foxtrot from W9SW. Please copy 2 Alpha Illinois, 2 Alpha Illinois, over.
Roger, 2 Alpha Illinois, 3 Alpha Whiskey India, Wisconsin.
QSL to 3 Alpha Wisconsin, 73. Have a good evening, good luck in the contest.
7-3.
November 9 or Charlie, November Foxtrot, QSL.
Roger, 3 Alpha Wisconsin, Whiskey India.
3 Alpha Wisconsin, please copy us at 8 Alpha Ohio, 8 Alpha Ohio.
Thanks for 8 Alpha Ohio.
7-3 is
7-3.
the November 9 station, go ahead.
November 9, Charlie, November Foxtrot.
November 9, Charlie, November Foxtrot. Please copy 9 Echo Whiskey India, QSL.
Roger that, 3 Alpha Wisconsin.
Hey, Wisconsinites, we got you. 73, good luck in the contest.
7-3.
CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day.
November 9, Charlie, November Foxtrot. Roger, Roger, we are 3 Alpha Wisconsin.
Well, another field day is in the bag.
Yeah, the field day is in the bag, not
us.
Not us.
At
We
all.
we pretty much stayed pretty
mellow.
mellow, pretty mellow
mellow,
this year. We're a little bit different location. We're at the Day Lake Campground in
Yep.
the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, way up north in Ashland County, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're right on the border between Ashland and Bayfield County.
The beautiful metropolis of Clam Lake.
Yes.
Yes.
So
2 bars, one gas station, no churches.
No churches.
That's a
No
rare one.
churches.
in
They're
Wisconsin.
unincorporated.
Yes, yes.
But we had a good time.
We did.
I think the biggest limiting factor this year for us was the weather.
The weather and space.
Space too, yeah. But there was a forecast this weekend, heavy rainfall amounts.
Right.
Throughout much of the state. Here in northern Wisconsin, we were kind of
We lucked out.
Yeah, we spared a lot of that, but on the lower bands, it's just the noise was just with the static crashes and all of that other interference was just terrible. So that kind of limited us.
It did.
In the nighttime hours to really get down onto 40 and 80 meters because just so much energy. I mean, southern Wisconsin had tornadoes.
Yeah, they got walloped.
Yeah, this is how bad the weather was in our vicinity. So,
Yeah, I was looking when I was trying to do 80 meter FT8 last night at a 10 over noise floor. The static was horrendous. And you know what? FT8's great at digging signals out of the noise,
But not with
but
that.
not when you're 10 over.
No, exactly.
It was a fight.
Yeah, but we ran 3 alpha, 3 stations on battery it's not battery, backup for generator power. 3 antennas. Joe had his B&W.
Yep.
10 through 160.
After a little playing with it, we got it to work all right.
It seemed to behave after we got it free and clear.
Yeah, the first setup we had, it was just not a good way to do it. So we got it in the clear, and it seemed to work a lot better.
Yeah, we just had a little bit of interference with the camper or whatnot. Travis was running 80 meter end-fit half-wave antenna. We had it spread across 2 campsites.
Oh yeah, it went from behind, right up here, that way.
And the peak was almost 45 feet. 45
Yeah, the
feet.
far end was it just up it went.
Yeah,
No,
so
that was working real good.
Really,
That
really
did.
good.
About 134 feet of wire, you think?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, and then I had a 43-foot wire vertical antenna with the remote tuner. We were using the Chameleon URT1 remote tuner on the base of that, just direct fed. And found out an interesting thing with the 43-foot antenna is it was a beautiful DX antenna.
Oh yeah.
On a 40-meter band.
You were struggling to stay in the country.
The stations that got me loud and clear were like Texas, Alabama, Utah, on 40 meters.
Which is not something you would normally see
on Sunday morning.
On a Sunday
Right.
morning.
Yeah,
On a field expedient antenna.
So that is if you're thinking of the 43-foot vertical, that's really a DX antenna on the low
Yes.
bands. 20 meters, it was just awesome, gangbusters. But so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that antenna again. I really like the concept. So.
Yeah, it did nice. You had nice. Once you got it dialed in.
Yeah.
You really started. It was fish in a barrel for
Definitely
you.
needed a bigger ground network. So we added more. As we added more radials, it really started to perform. So that was cool. I think we got about 158 phone contacts. I don't know, what did you get for digital?
I think I made 43.
43. So we got about 200 contacts. Not our best score.
No,
but
still fun.
Still fun. We had a lot. I had a couple good runs on 20 meters. But otherwise, it was just because of the noise and the conditions and just how crowded the bands are. I think for the most part, we were hunting and pouncing most of the weekend.
Right.
I didn't have a lot of luck calling. I had a lot more luck looking for the strong signals on FT8. You tried calling. You did some hunting and pouncing.
Yeah.
You did a lot of calling.
I got 20 meters. I think I ran for a couple hours. And,
Yeah, you parked and barked.
Barked and barked, but there was a lot of noise, a lot of adjacent signals. But still, good field day weekend. So any last words?
We didn't break tradition.
No.
We are still in the footprint of ELF.
We are, Project ELF. The military's extremely low frequency transmitter was operational
Just south of Clam Lake.
just a few miles south of here. So this is we like this spot.
Yeah. Normally we're like half a mile from where the antenna went by because it literally was just on the other side of the road from Black Lake.
Yeah.
Now we're maybe 5-6 miles from the site itself.
30 miles of antenna strung up throughout the national forest.
So we stuck with tradition.
We stuck with tradition, even though we were in a different site.
Yep.
Not a powered site. We're still running all natural here.
Yep. Generator to keep the batteries charged, but otherwise.
Well, and if the sun had cooperated, I would have been tempted to throw some solar panels out, but
We didn't get any sun this weekend.
we didn't get any
Not at
sun,
all.
so I didn't even bother trying.
All right. So, but otherwise, it's a good weekend. So thanks a lot for joining us on Field Day 2024. I'm Michael, KB9VBR.
I'm Joe, KD9CJX.
I'm Travis, W9HDG.
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Hey, have a great day, 7-3.
7-3.